Good morning, everybody. Today is June 5th, and I thought I'd do a reading to see what's in store for today. So I already shuffled the cards, and let's see what they have in store for us. Okay, Two of Wands. We're still at a crossroads. Haven't quite made a decision yet of which way you want to go. And I think that this card is really talking about, it's not a pentacle, but I feel like it's talking about career-wise. There's one or two things that you're waiting to happen. So think it over and sit down with pen and paper again. And but here's the good thing about it. And this is a good card too. Don't actually make your decision until you're absolutely sure. But since this has been coming up so frequently, I think what you need to do is sit down and pray for guidance and ask that your path be shown clearly, which way is best for you to go. Alrighty. Look at that. Okay, so this tells me that you have everything that you need in order to go forward on whatever path it is that you decide to take, because you have the skills that are necessary to be successful either way that you go. So it's just a matter of you choosing which one you think that's going to make you happiest. That's the thing. Which one is going to make you happiest? And the other thing could be that some of you may be really thinking about making a choice about developing your spiritual nature. And so you're at a crossroads, like, should I or shouldn't I go deeper into myself and deeper into the natural laws of nature and mysteries. So, but if you do decide, you've got what it takes to go ahead and learn these mysteries. Because I think you're at a point in your life where you need a big change, and your spiritual nature is really talking to you on the inside, maybe even through dreams sometimes, or intuition. That's as a matter of fact, your spiritual intuition is really working with you. So that means that sometimes you know things before they actually happen, or you'll speak words. Say you're in a conversation with one other person or a group of people, and they'll express something, and you'll have an answer right then and there, and then they'll come out with it, but you thought it and may have even said it before they actually realized it. So your intuition is quite active, and so you should follow it. Don't ignore it. Whatever you do, do not ignore it, because it'll take you down good roads, and it'll also keep you from going down bad roads if you listen to it. Okay. Next one is Seven of Cups. A lot of confusion. So you have a lot of options that are there. So you really, it says you're quite talented, and there's so many things that you can do. You just don't know which one to pick. So I see why you're here, trying to decide which road you want to go down, because there's so many good options that are in front of you that you really just don't know which one to do. Plus, you're very intelligent. You have everything that you need in order to do any one of them. So in this case, since there's so many options, I think that to avoid confusion, because this card can represent confusion, this is again where I advise you to, well, I don't know if I want to use the word advise, but because the choice is yours. But here's something that you can do, and that is sit down and write down each one of those options, and then go through each one of them and decide which one is the one you think you'd like to learn about first, and then decide what's second, third, fourth, fifth. And since there's 7 of them on the card, I'm going to say all the way down to 7. You may have more than that, but if you do, write them down. All right, and then pick out which one is the most important one, the one that you think you'd like to learn about first. Try it out, see what happens. It could be that that first one really works for you and you don't have to think about the other ones. Maybe the other ones may be something that you want to do a little bit later in life because you've already mastered whatever the first one was that you decided. Or if it doesn't, the first one doesn't work out, well, just draw a line through it and go to the second one, and just keep doing that until you find the which one that fits. Nothing's wrong. You just have to figure out which one is right for you. Okay? This is work. So, and this is a really good card. So recently, maybe you had an option out of, well, you had several options. All right, and you've already decided on one. And you may be thinking, okay, maybe I took it because this is the one that's going to pay me the most money, or maybe the partnership is working out. I think this would be the best one. Okay, that's fine. But I think that since it's in the recent past, you may be thinking, well, maybe I should have, even though you like what you're doing, you're thinking, maybe I shouldn't have chose this one. Maybe I should have done the other one. Don't put yourself to those changes, because that's just a lot of confusion, and you've had this confusion in your mind for a very long time. So don't do that to yourself. If you already picked something and there's nothing wrong and it's working out, just go forward. Don't worry about what the other options were, because there'll be another time in the future where you'll be able to implement some of those options anyway. So don't second guess yourself. Just go forward. You made the right decision. All right. Now, somehow you're thinking maybe it was a painful separation. Maybe you left one job and went to another one, and it was a painful situation. Or maybe the option that you chose was better for you, because the other cards are telling me that they were, but you had some emotional attachment. Maybe you were in love with somebody, or maybe it's a relative or somebody that's really close, and it was painful for you to make that decision. But don't second guess yourself. Go ahead with what you were doing, because that's in your thoughts. So just move on. Okay? Yep. And so it was very difficult for you to make that decision, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that pain. But you are really, really, really second guessing yourself, and you're thinking, man, I really shouldn't have left. Or or it's just, this is what's right in front of you. So I'm going to say that this is the separation that you went through was one that you were entwined with this person or a group of people or a job for quite a long period of time, and they're people that you liked, most likely you really, really liked, but you weren't feeling fulfilled anymore. Your soul was saying, you got to move on because I'm not learning anything anymore. So it was difficult for you to leave the individual or the group. Whatever it was really painful for you to do it. And I see that since this is in your immediate future, that it's not something that you're going to get over right away. So if it was a situation where it was a job or something like that, you can still keep in touch with some of the people from the past, unless you moved so far away that it's really difficult. But maybe you can keep in touch with each other through Facebook or through the telephone, through the internet, some kind of way, to keep in touch with those that were most important to you. But you had to make that decision. You had to move on. All right? Here, this is the right decision. It tells me that it may have been a legal matter, so this could have been a situation where you got divorced or something like that. And so, but the courts decided in your favor. But it's also in a very difficult position. So, this was really tough for you. So, and this reading is about today. So, I'm going to say that you're going through some still heavy emotions today about what it is that you've just gone through recently. And now you're out on your own, you're by yourself, and when you go out and do these things by yourself, it's a whole new situation. And so, of course, when it's brand new like that, it makes you sit back and think, maybe I really did the wrong thing, maybe I shouldn't have left, or you know maybe that situation was better. But it's a new environment still. Don't second guess yourself. Give the universe a chance to work with you. Give yourself a chance to work things out for yourself. And then down the road, if you feel like it was really bad, see if you can reconcile with whomever, the job or the individual that you separated from. See if it'll work out. But give yourself some time, because the truth of the matter is, the answer to that question is, it's hidden. So you're not going to get an answer regarding that separation anytime soon. And it seems to me that since there's 3 major arcana here, that this was the universe saying, you know what, sometimes we're just so stubborn in our daily life and stuff like that. We get used to what it is that we're doing, and it's very hard for us to make decisions. And this universe is saying you can't stay stuck in one place. Everything changes, and sometimes it really hurts to make that change, but it looks to me like the universe nudged you along. It was time. You were not growing. And the final card is, okay, so this is like a breakup of a home, or a breakup of a job. Maybe the company that you worked for years went out of business suddenly, and maybe you had an idea that you needed to look for something else, but you may have waited until the last minute, and now you don't exactly know where you're gonna go, because this is in the recent past and it has to do with work. Okay, so, and this being the Tower, that means that this was a hard change. I can see where the emotions are, painful separation, but you have to move forward. You just have to move forward. Let's see what the next one is. Victory. Okay, you're going to be okay. The universe is with you. Even though it seems like it isn't at the moment, it is with you. So move forward. Go look for that job. I see you got quite a few options, and the news is saying that the economy is doing pretty well. So there's several options out there. Even if you have to learn something new that you didn't know how to do before, go for it. I believe that there are people that will accept the fact that you don't know that particular job, but they are willing to train you. So go for it. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I wish you all the best. Let me pull one more card. Yep. Oh gosh, this is a brand new beginning, and this is really, really good. You got everything that you need, all the skills that you need to move forward. Don't be afraid. Just get up and move. Just make the move. Go speak. Send your letters, your resume, and things like that out. And if you don't have a resume and you need some help, okay, get somebody who knows, or go Google how to write a resume, and go looking at the different resumes and pull from that to tailor it so that it works for how your life has been, the kind of work that you've done. You're going to be fine. All right. I'm happy. I'm very happy to see these cards. You're going to be okay. Cheer up. I know it's a little rough for you right now, and it's going to take you a little while to get over the loss of whatever it was for a little while, because this is in your immediate future. But you cannot stop. You see how you're down on your knees? That means you're stopped, and you have to get up, and you got to move. Because if you don't move, you're going to miss the really good opportunity that's right in front of you. So get up, take your private time, grieve where you need to grieve in your private time, but get up and move. The universe is saying move. I got something better in store for you. Alrighty, so that's what the reading is for today. I'm sorry that it's a tough one, but that's the way life is. We have our good days and our bad days. Now, I just want to give you the message from the other cards that are here, that's here for today. So this is the universe. Let's see, can we get that in there a little closer? All right, and I can't read it this way, but I hope I held it up long enough for you to read it. So I'm going to turn it around. And it says, richness, search further. The deeper you explore this issue, the more truth you will find. It will be well worth the effort. And you do have to do that, because I remember in this reading, there was a card that had this one, the High Priestess. The answer is hidden. So you got to search further deep inside of yourself. What those mysteries are, find out what it is that you really like, get rid of that confusion. Let's see, where is it? You just have to search. Whatever you do, don't sit there and doubt yourself, because it's not for you to doubt yourself, because you are smart, you are intelligent, you have your means, and you know what it is to do to get yourself together. Just, you have to learn how to balance the emotions, so that, because right now the emotions are overtaking your mind. All right, and you need to clear those emotions so you can find out what the mystery is, because right now the mystery is hidden. But part of the reason why it's hidden is because you're emotionally distraught right now because of the separation. So you've got to pull your emotions together, and once you do that, this card is gone. Whoop. No more confusion. You'll have your answer. All right? I wish you all the best. Don't forget what richness says. It's just a lesson. This too will pass. Everything passes. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and see you next time.